I am the answer to all living things that cry out for peace. I am protector of the innocent. I am the light in the darkness. I am truth.
Yo guys, welcome back to another day, beautiful, amazing day, and of course, this is BrOlyGainz. And not only are we having a nice talk video for you guys today, but I got a beautiful guest. What's your name, beautiful guest?
Hi, just Jax to you.
Just Jax to you. That's your what? What's your?
Oh, it's my Insta, YouTube, TikTok, all of them. Same.
So
Just
y'all
Jax.
know where to find her at, guys. We have a beautiful video for you guys today. We're gonna talk about different topics, two different topics today. One of the topics is gonna be about love. One of the topics is gonna be about semen retention. It's so funny because I find that life, you know, you go through different challenges, you go through different tribulations and practices, and sometimes those things might be separate, but it comes together. Just like love and semen retention. To me, they come together. If you love yourself, you practice semen retention, or when you fall in love, you want to please your mate to a certain degree that you practice semen retention so that you can make sure that you're strong enough to continuously, consistently be there for them in that way, shape, or form.
Okay. I think you surmised everything there.
just briefly, but let's talk about love. I remember the other day, we briefly talked about making this video, and in making this video, we were talking about loving, and is it better to have love or to never have love at all? Remember, you had actually brought this up. Yes.
So I think you and I were both in accord with the idea that.
But what do you think? What do you think? Let's play devil advocate. First of all, before you tell them what both of us think, what do you think?
So I think love is the most epic thing to like ever exist. So I would always say it's better to have love than to never have love at all. Yeah. If you lead with that, everything always ends up having a good outcome.
But what about the people who've been in relationships for 6, 7, 8 years, and then you happen to realize that that's not the person for you? You may still love them, but now it hurts so much being with them that you have to separate. You still feel as if that it's better to have loved that person than to never have loved at all? And why?
Yes. You kind of come to an understanding about self when you love somebody else. You learn about yourself, you grow, you evolve. You find ways to be more selfless, and I think that's important in maturing. And that comes with love.
Facts.
So, but there was 2 parts to that question. So I answered the first part, I think. What was the second?
The second part is why. Well, you said why.
Yeah.
And then the first. I forgot. I asked you. Would it have been better to have loved and would it have been better to have loved at all, rather than not have love?
No, I'm glad I love that. Well,
you know what I mean?
Speaking from experience,
yes.
I've had chapters in my life where I love somebody, and then I don't want to be with them anymore.
Yeah.
And I love them in that moment. We talked about this. This is a totally different topic, but it's still. I love that person in that moment. Doesn't mean later that I still have to love them, but I enjoyed the moment. There was love there. It was great. I learned from it. Thank you.
But now that you've gone through the process of healing, you probably feel like that now. But I want to let's go back to the time that you was hurting, that you was in pain. Did you feel as if at that time it was like, fuck it, you know what I mean? I have rather to have felt that feeling of love than to not have met that person at all?
Shit, I had my feelings hurt in so long that I don't remember. I don't remember.
I know at times when we tend to learn how to get over certain humps or hurdles in life, and then we learn how to go back and look at the positives in those situations.
Yeah.
While sometimes while being in that situation, presently it's like, damn, no, this person's the worst, blah blah blah. And guys, I find that if you can say that you love someone, period, you can always find something positive in any negative situation. You feel me? This is why love is so beautiful. And that's why, to me, I feel as if it's better to have love than to have never loved at all. Because you grow so much. Not only do you grow so much, but if you learn to love yourself, you can learn to love someone else. But if you're only loving yourself and you're not experiencing showing love to someone else, you won't exactly know how and where you need to, you know, put certain conditions. Because love comes unconditionally, and then you have to put conditions on certain things because people take advantage of the way that, you know, this is the way that life is. We as humans, sometimes we don't satisfy with food and then we overeat. You know what I mean? We're hard to satisfy. We always do more, always want more. We're always, you know what I mean? We're greedy. So this is why we have to set conditions for people that surround us, no matter if we love them or not, because love comes in unconditional.
Boundaries.
Yes.
You're talking about boundaries.
Yes.
Boundaries are huge when it comes to loving yourself.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only way you can hit certain standards in relationships, by creating.
That's
only
a fact.
way.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
It's an impossibility to have. I think these things are all connected, right? Love, respect, boundaries. They're just like one, like they encompass what a healthy relationship is like.
That's a fact. And that's why it intertwines with almost practicing, at least for a male, semen retention. Setting boundaries for yourself to be able to perform a certain way so that you can be the most optimal that you can be for the rest of your life consistently. A lot of men find themselves in a situation where they get to a certain age and they can't even, you know, they can't get hard no more, put it in layman's terms, you know what I mean? And that is totally, I can't imagine how a man feels after that type of feeling. I would imagine defeated, maybe so, or even less. So I've learned through, while working out and practicing semen retention, how strong I can get. But I see that I have to set boundaries, I have to be disciplined and condition myself, which is showing myself love so I can grow.
Hold on. So what I didn't know about semen retention that he told me today, because I've not listened to anything about the semen retention.
You don't like that shit, huh?
I worry about the workout stuff. The semen retention, I'm like, no, I don't care. So apparently, while practicing semen retention, you can still have sex, but you're just not supposed to ejaculate. To me, that sounds like, chew but don't swallow. That seems like a lot, but I could understand how that practice would be beneficial for women, for us.
So not only is it beneficial for women, but there's times where where women take their time to stop having sex and focus on themselves.
Yeah.
Right? That's a normal thing.
Yeah.
They don't call it, any type of retenting. They just do that on a normal. Whenever they have a goal and they need to set that goal, they need to get to a certain place in life, they stop the guys, they stop the dating, they stop the sex. And I find that multiple women automatically just do this. But guess what? We as men don't stop. We don't stop to say, okay, I have this goal, I need to set this, I need to get this place, let me stop having sex, let me focus on my shit so that I could get to that goal, I could achieve all the things I've set down to try to achieve. I find that women do that all the time, but men don't. And not only practicing that, while practicing that, I find that you attract more quality women that have or are on the same type of alignment timing than you are on. And then, of course, you find a queen, a partner, a mate. All right, you practice your semen retention. I feel as if you can still practice your semen retention. The definition in Google of semen retention is no ejaculation. So you can have sex, guys, but the most disciplined man out there will tell you is, let's see two guys, right? One guy's been practicing semen retention for 3 years. One guy's been practicing semen retention for 2 years, but he has a girlfriend and he comes once a month or whenever, you know what I mean? To me, that guy is way more disciplined than the guy who is that doesn't have sex at all, because he's not even putting himself in the field of temptation. He's totally negating that, and he's not being vulnerable or open enough to be able to even grow from being around another person. So he might just negate women, period. Not a lot, because a lot of guys that I go, one of my friends who's been practicing semen retention for 3 years, he don't have a lot of female friends. He don't surround himself with women. He don't even train women a lot. And I find that there's nothing wrong with that. I love women, so I don't understand that. I want to surround myself with women. I love my mother, my sister, my grandmother. I've learned so much from them, so I can imagine all that I can learn from other women out there. You know what I mean? So I find it that it's weird. It's a little bit, not weird, it's just, to me, it's like you're not really living, because life is about temptation. You're gonna be tempted, and it's about discipline as well. So are you gonna stop and say, no, this is not for me, I've got this, I'm in control? And that's how you gain more control or confidence. So the man who's been, you know what I mean, stopping and say, no, baby, I'm not busting a nut today, this is all for you. That takes a lot more discipline. That takes a look at her face. What's your question?
So, say for example, a person, a male, is not strong enough to...
a man,
whatever, human male, is not strong enough to practice that, like being intimate and not ejaculating. And let's say he's in a relationship and he just tells his mate, like, hey, let's cut the sex off for a while. Do you think that relationship will fare well, will do well?
Absolutely not. This is why I'm telling men, especially guys who have girlfriends, who have wives, who are with companions that are valuable. Not people that are just sleeping with people on the side and doing all this extra stuff. I'm talking about people that you're subscribing to build a future with. Don't leave them to not have all their sexual needs fulfilled, because then they're gonna go outside of your relationship, and then you're gonna diminish your confidence like that by thinking, oh, it's so many other reasons why they did this, why they didn't know, because you couldn't do that for them. You know what I mean? Which is why sometimes we go out in other relationships or in other places to get what we need. It's people, communication, honesty, love, all this stuff intertwined with itself. So you tell a person, like, if they don't know how to do it, you show them. You know what I mean? Like, if you love that person, you can teach them how to please you. That's what essentially you guys are doing, because you're getting to know each other. So I'm gonna show you what makes me happy, and you show me what makes you happy, and we consistently do that with each other. And build from that. Oh shit, you like that? I like that too. I didn't know that. Oh, you didn't know that. We building. You know what I mean? Let's keep building this building. How can you do that genuinely if your mind is only on busting a nut, only on all these minute little dumb tempting things that you need to apply some type of discipline and control with, especially the way society is now. Sex is being pushed in every freaking thing that you watch, even in these little kid shows. I'm watching SpongeBob, I'm watching Elmo, and they're expressing so much sexuality through gay, through just, you know what I mean? So it's just out there, and I'm seeing it, and I'm like, yo, you need to educate yourself and your kids around you, your whole, everyone that's around you needs to be educated about these things and willing to communicate.
You know, I'm a good communicator. I'm big on communicating. We were talking about it. A friend of mine lost a long-term relationship because the man, decided to, he wanted to grow his hair long and grow dreads and practice, was it abstinence?
Semen retention.
Yeah. And
abstinence means you're not having sex until like marriage or something.
No, it just means like not having sex. I mean, I don't think it means until marriage, but you're just abstinent, like you're just not having sex. But that's why I was unaware about the semen retention. We just don't.
On another note too, as well, it is good sometimes, like, you know, if you smoke every single day, it's good sometimes to stop smoking for, like, you know, a little couple of days.
How's it going for you? Do they know about this?
Oh no, you guys do not know. It's been 2 days now. Your boy has not been smoking. It's alright, you know. I just, you know, I just have more energy, you know.
So this is on the heels of my 19 days of not drinking. I was supposed to go to 21 days, but I traveled. And he said that he was going to do...
We made a promise. We made a bet to each other. Well, I made a promise because I was so inspired by her movement of not drinking. I was like, you know what? Since it's so hard for you to do that and you find it challenging, I'm going to do something very challenging for myself. I'm going to stop smoking for 30 days. So today's day 2, guys.
Your energy levels are through the roof, and you need something to bring you back down because you have too much energy.
Yeah, it's like my productivity level is crazy. Like I've gotten so much things done without even trying, and I always get a lot of things done. But now it's like God knows what's gonna happen by day 5. I might have already reach 1 million subscribers, guys. Who knows? Because I'm gonna drop so much videos. But yo, thank you guys. Thank everybody for liking. Thank you guys for subscribing. I appreciate all you guys' support. You know, the road to abundance. Thank everybody, because you guys inspire me to continue this. I would have never known that people all around the world could be so supportive, and I thank you guys for that, because sometimes even your families and friends don't even support you in these ways. So thank you guys. And if you support me, guys, please go support Jax. Go to her page, Just Jax 2U, on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, every social media platform, period. What's the lessons we learned for today? Always and forever, love. That's the greatest energy that I can feel. You can, my opinion though, guys, this is only my opinion. Love is the greatest energy that anyone could distribute or receive. Why not be a subscriber of love? And if you love yourself, you want yourself to work and be the most optimal that you could be for the rest of your life. So you want to eat right, you want to work out. At least me, I want to eat right, I want to work out, and I want to practice semen retention, especially if I feel as if I'm not gaining through my exercises. If I feel as if I'm not getting any results, I have to stop and revise something. If it's not my meal, if it's not my diet, you know what I mean, then it has to be some type of something else in my lifestyle that's preventing me from getting to the results that I need. So guys, take notes on whatever you need to get, and meditate. A lot of times we pray so God could hear our prayers, but meditation is a way for you to listen to God speak to you. So stop and meditate, guys, and listen to not only God speak to you, but yourself, so you can understand yourself. Because you go to a doctor to try to, you know what I mean, understand yourself. Any last words?
Oh my gosh, yes, I'm jacking part of what you said. This is super cute. Subscribe to love. How cute is that?
Let's
subscribe
go.
to love. That's
Yo,
it.
don't subscribe to my page, subscribe to love. Subscribe to love.
Yep.
You feel me? Shout out to you guys. Thank you guys. We out of here.
Oh wow.